golly. I'm too fat for this. Hey, welcome back. I done got too fat to be crawling around under a vehicle. Said I'd never do it. I got a lift right over there, and here I am laying on the cold concrete again. But the reason I'm doing it, because it really don't make no sense on putting it on a lift whenever I'm just hooking up a pressure gauge. One thing everybody seems to miss is checking their transmission pressures. So here I am, laying on cold concrete, hooking up the gauge. If I never get my big paws in here to get this plug out, so I can hook the gauge up and see what the pressures is in the form that it is now. Thanks for coming back. Welcome to Broken and Smoking. I definitely done got too fat to be crawling around on cold concrete. But the reason I didn't put it on the lift is, like I said, it usually don't take that long until you run into problems, like always. Don't take long until you run into problems. But the reason I'm doing it is I want to check the pressure of the transmission before we take it out and go through it. One of the most overlooked things I see, in my opinion, is rebuilders. Usually the rebuilders will check them, or they know what they should be. But people that get a transmission, say used, they don't check it. You never hear anybody talking about it. So I want to know what it's doing before, then I'm going to look and we're going to see it again after it's gone through. That being said, I'm going to have to do some rearranging. As you see, the Mahindra tool is over there. 454 is still on the stand, and this is still over here without a carburetor. Well, we can't check pressure. If that carburetor is still there, it needs to be here. So what the hell am I trying to say? Guess I done got fat and memory loss. Upkeep, updates. There we go. So, as you know, this used to be in that. We're taking that out, probably putting it back in that. So originally that carburetor was on, well, originally the carburetor was on here. Then we took it off, put it on that, took it off there, put it back on here. Got this running because of the cam swap. So now we're gonna put that carburetor back over there. We're gonna check the pressure. We might go around the block. Then we gotta rearrange the shop. As in, Mahindra tool back over here, truck's probably going back over there, or I don't know yet. Guess we'll figure it out when we get that far. So let's get this carburetor off and put it back over there where it once lived. All right, I just got the carburetor back on there, and let's see if we got any leaks. See, I got my gauge ran inside right now. I ain't believing that. Usually got feathered the gas and everything else. Look at that. What is it? 60, 70, 80, it's like 75 pounds in part. that's a turbo 400 without looking, that's a turbo 400. Watch when it engage in reverse. Y'all hear that clunk? So in reverse, we got between 100 and 110, bouncing 120 every now and then. Neutral, if I remember right, should go back to where it was. Yep. Or it even dropped some. Trying to keep y'all steady. Drive. Second, about 180. Third, I'm gonna say about 180 to 200. Reverse, clunk, dead giveaway, it's a 400. Let's go see what it do down the road. In case any of y'all hear something, this engine makes some kind of growling noise. I don't know, it's not really a don't sound like a flex plate that's cracked or nothing, but it's definitely, I don't know, it's unknown. I don't know what it is yet. Yeah, this is a slush box, y'all. I honestly don't see how this thing ain't done burn up. See what it does at wide open. Over 120 psi wide open, but it's still spun a tire. Right now we're holding steady at 70 pounds. All right, we're back in the shop, right at 90 pounds in park. My hand's about to freeze. Again, dead giveaway, turbo 400. Bouncing, I'm gonna say between 130 to 145, maybe 150 in reverse. Neutral, first, second, third, second, first, neutral, and park. So yeah, I say with a matter of probably another 1,000 miles, that sucker would have been gone, especially under my lead foot. Let's see. So next we're gonna compression check the big block, let this one cool down some. Then by then maybe the kids will be out here to help me, and we're gonna pull this so-called 350 out and get ready for the big block swap. Well, as I sit back here in my Goodwill chair and procrastinate on what I'm fixing to do next, I appreciate each and every one of you that's been subscribing. I hope you continue to watch, tell people, share it. I'm an idiot. I mean, we all gotta have help in something. And I'm a guru in nothing, but I don't trust anybody, if that makes sense. I've always learned how to do things myself by doing, making the mistakes, and fixing them and trying it again. I'm trying to get better at talking to myself on the camera, and there's a lot to that, for sure. So, in this, I think I'm going to make some smaller videos to try to keep the analytics happy. Anybody that's trying to become a YouTuber knows about the analytics, and I've noticed that the longer videos, the attention span goes. I mean, I'm new in the game. I'm trying to figure this out. So I'll probably post a video on transmission pressures, then I'll probably have a little 2-minute video on this compression check thing. And now I'm going to procrastinate how I'm going to rearrange everything. Man, there's so much moving around I got to do. So I don't trust cherry pickers, never have liked them. So I used the Mahindra. It's got a built-in cherry picker. It's got forks on it. All right, as I was sitting here talking and procrastinating, my battery ran out. So I think where it ran out was I was getting ready to juggle all this stuff around. So I think I'm going to take Lady Liberty, put it over here, back it in so I can use the Mahindra, you know, the cherry picker, to get that engine out and put the big block in. And I'm going to use the lift for what I bought it for, off the ground, since I'm too fat and old, lazy to crawl around on cold concrete. And I might go ahead and take the trans out. So long-term plan is we're going to put the big block in, fresh 400. We're going to use a Holley Sniper on the big block. We got a new fuel tank. We're going to put in a budget fuel system, because let's face it, once you start shelling out dollars, you can do anything you want, but try to do it on a budget, all right? If you want. I mean, if you look around, I got junk everywhere, and I ain't spending a bouquet of money on everything. I try to do it cheaply as possible, because I mean, you're driving it on the road. Try to do it with stock parts that you can get from Rock Auto, parts store, whatever. That way, if you're out somewhere and it breaks down, hey, I need a fuel pump for such and such. If you do that with Holley stuff, where's your local Holley store? I ain't got Summit Racing around here, and I ain't got Jigs around here. But there's usually a O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Advance. There's something around here. And I don't really care for them neither. I'd rather go to the mom and pops. But anyways, you get my point, I think. So I guess I'm just sit here and procrastinate some more. Oh man.